Good morning, everyone. My name is Dr. Tony Mixon. I'm Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs here at McHenry County College. On behalf of our college president, Dr. Vicki Smith, and the Board of Trustees, I'm pleased to welcome each of you to this year's ceremony where we honor our veterans. Before we begin, please help me thank MCC's concert band and MCC's court for providing such wonderful music. It was truly amazing. I always am surprised when I hear them. They do such a wonderful job. Next, I'd like to introduce a couple special guests that we have in the crowd. First, we have somebody from our county board. If Jim Heisler would stand up, please. I would also like to introduce one of our board members that just came in. If George Lau, if you could step forward, please. In addition to those special guests, we also have another, what I consider to be a very special or interesting group of guests. We want to welcome James C. Bush Elementary School. You might not see them here today because they're actually watching us via the internet. So we are glad to have them there. We also want to thank Mr. Gravel and Mrs. Young for helping put that together. So thank you very much for coming. Well, we do have some special guests here today. You know, we are all here to honor the most special guest that we have here today is our veterans. And I know you've already stood up, but we would love to have you stand up again, and we want to thank you for all you've done for our country. So if our veterans of all of our services could stand up, we truly appreciate it. I'm sure I speak for everybody in this room. We truly thank you for all you have done for this country to give us the opportunities that we have here today. This ceremony is not only about honoring the people here today, it's also about honoring all those that are serving or all those that may have been lost in the forces or in their times in the service. So if you please join me for about 10 to 15 seconds for a pause of silence. We thank all those people for their service as well. I'd just like to talk briefly a little bit about what McHenry County College and our connection to veterans. We take our time with, or take what we do for veterans very seriously. So seriously that we were awarded, or we were given the designation as an American's Military Friendly School by GI Jobs in 2010. What does that mean for us? That means we're in tune with the needs of veterans across our district. We try to serve veterans through our financial aid programs, through counseling, through advising, and then once they get into classes, again, through that advising portion, they can come to us if they need anything. In addition, we have clubs and organizations on campus to serve veterans to help them make their way through school and help them get out and be successful in the regular workforce. More specifically though, last year alone, in terms of financial aid, we awarded over $250,000 to veterans through state and federal grants. So we do truly take our service to veterans very seriously. So thanks again for joining us today. We hope you enjoy the ceremony. We're glad to have you here. Now I would like to introduce Gwen Kohler. She's our Executive Dean of Continuing and Professional Education. She's going to introduce our guest speaker today.
Good morning. As Dr. Nixa said, we are here today to honor the selfless men and women who have sacrificed for our country in the past, who are currently serving in the military, and those who will be honoring us with their service in the future. Joining us today is a young mother who has sacrificed in many ways, including being away from her young son while she served in Afghanistan. Master Sergeant Suzanne Castile was active Air Force from 1990 to 2000 and has served in the U.S. Air Force Reserves since 2000. During her military career, she has served as patrolman, flight chief, criminal investigator, non-commissioned officer in charge of information, industrial and personnel security, and superintendent of criminal investigations. She has served in both Saudi Arabia and Afghanistan. Master Sergeant Castile earned an associate's degree in criminal justice, a BS degree in law enforcement, and an MBA in organizational psychology. All this during the time she was in the military. I'm very fortunate that we have such talented folks who are serving for us. As a civilian, she is employed as an area manager and asset protection at AT&T. You can well imagine how busy she is as a mother and a reservist, in addition to a demanding job. We are so privileged that she has taken the time to be with us today. Please join me in welcoming Master Sergeant Suzanne Castile.
Selfless service, it's so important for us to remember and appreciate all that veterans have accomplished and sacrifices to secure the precious freedoms that we enjoy every day. I especially want to thank all of you that have supported our military service and their members, their families in any way at all. I can attest that a little support goes a long way in the hearts of a deployed military service member, because I recently was one, as Gwen explained. 5 months ago, I was finishing up a 6-month tour in Afghanistan. I spent Christmas last year and Easter over there, which was especially hard being away from my 10-year-old son. Of course, every day over there was hard being away from him. Sorry. So for anyone who sent cards or letters or packages, I can't explain to you how much that meant to myself and to the other service members over there. The feelings of gratitude were and still are overwhelming. To try to explain it, it's kind of like Christmas. With every card that we open, letter, and package, it didn't even matter what was in the boxes. It was just the fact that you took the time to send them.